14-year-old Barron just keeps growing, towering over his 6'3" father as they touch down at the White House following a weekend at the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey.
Barron Trump's world unfolds like a scene from an extravagant film set in a realm where opulence and heritage intertwine in unexpected ways. Growing up within one of America's most talked-about families, his days are spent under the gilded glow of mansions that speak of generations of affluence and power. Every corner of his life, from the stately home in New York City to the sun-drenched retreats in Florida, seems designed to amplify the legacy of wealth that his family name evokes. His environment is not merely a collection of luxurious settings, but a carefully curated universe where every detail, from the sumptuous decor to the meticulously arranged events, reinforces a sense of grandeur that is at once both awe-inspiring and deeply personal. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. From an early age, Barron was exposed to a lifestyle that most could only imagine from the glossy pages of high-end magazines. The very fabric of his daily existence is woven from threads of exclusivity, where the ordinary is transformed into the extraordinary. Imagine a young life spent exploring sprawling estates with towering ceilings, grand ballrooms, and private gardens that seem to belong to a bygone era. This is a world where family traditions and historical narratives are as much a part of the landscape as the marble floors and crystal chandeliers. Each moment is punctuated by a backdrop of history and sophistication, creating an atmosphere where the boundaries between childhood wonder and adult luxury blur seamlessly. The world around him is a dazzling showcase of meticulously maintained properties that serve as both homes and symbols of a storied past. The Trump family's residences, with their signature blend of modernity and classical elegance, are more than just places to live. They are monuments to a legacy of power and influence. Within these walls, Barron experiences a life that is simultaneously sheltered and expansive. The private spaces of these homes offer a sanctuary from the public eye, allowing him to grow and learn within an environment that nurtures both creativity and ambition. The lavish interiors, adorned with rare artworks, antique furnishings, and personal memorabilia, tell silent stories of past triumphs and future promises, all of which subtly shape his understanding of the world around him. Education in such an environment is a carefully orchestrated journey that goes beyond the traditional classroom experience. Private schools chosen for their academic rigor and exclusive student bodies offer him a glimpse into the high-pressure world of elite education. In these halls, the curriculum is enriched with not only academic subjects, but also lessons in decorum, etiquette, and the nuanced art of socializing among peers who come from equally storied backgrounds. It is in these settings that Barron learns the delicate balance between humility and confidence, a balance that is critical when one is born into a life where every public appearance is scrutinized and every personal achievement is magnified. His academic path is interwoven with experiences that are as much about developing character and cultural awareness as they are about mastering standard subjects, giving him a unique perspective on what it means to be both privileged and responsible. Travel, too, plays a pivotal role in shaping his understanding of luxury and the world beyond his immediate surroundings. The family's globe-trotting lifestyle means that Barron is no stranger to international jet-setting. Whether it is a winter retreat in a European chateau or a summer escape to a private island in the Caribbean, each journey is carefully crafted to expose him to the best that the world has to offer. In these travels, he witnesses firsthand the diverse cultural tapestries that define global high society, absorbing nuances in art, cuisine, and tradition that will one day inform his own sense of style and taste. These experiences, replete with encounters with influential figures and glimpses into different lifestyles, help mold his identity in a way that is both profoundly personal and inevitably public. The influence of the family's legacy extends beyond material wealth and physical spaces into the realm of social interactions and personal development. Barron's early exposure to high-profile events and gatherings introduces him to a world where the elite come together to celebrate success, power, and tradition. Formal dinners, charity galas, and private receptions are not merely social events. They are rites of passage where he learns the intricacies of conversation, the subtle art of negotiation, and the importance of networking within influential circles. In these moments, The blend of youthful curiosity and the gravity of legacy creates an intriguing tension, a tension that is at once exhilarating and laden with expectations. The sophistication of these gatherings, the carefully chosen attire, the delicate balance of humor and seriousness in conversation all contribute to a social education that is as important as any academic lesson. Art and culture are intrinsic to the luxurious lifestyle that envelops him. The Trump family's appreciation for fine art, classical music, and historical literature provides a rich backdrop to his formative years. In a home filled with rare masterpieces and heirlooms that span generations, every day offers a lesson in aesthetics and the enduring value of creativity. Visits to renowned museums, opera houses, and theaters are not seen as mere outings, but as opportunities to immerse oneself in the legacy of human achievement. These experiences, though often reserved for later years, are subtly woven into the fabric of his upbringing, instilling in him a deep-seated appreciation for beauty and artistic expression that transcends the mere accumulation of wealth. The interplay between public scrutiny and private life is a defining feature of his existence. Being born into a family that has dominated headlines for decades means that every move he makes is observed and often analyzed. This constant attention creates an environment where personal privacy becomes a rare commodity, and the ability to navigate public expectations is honed from a very young age. While the details of his day-to-day activities are carefully guarded, the glimpses that do emerge paint a picture of a childhood filled with both the comforts of an extraordinary lifestyle and the challenges of living under a relentless spotlight. The duality of this existence, where the richness of experience is tempered by the burden of public expectation, creates an intriguing narrative that is as complex as it is compelling. In the midst of all this luxury and public interest, there is an undeniable sense of normalcy that underpins his experiences. Despite the lavish settings and the high-profile events, there is a drive to maintain a semblance of childhood innocence. This delicate balance is often achieved through private family moments that are shielded from the glare of media attention. Within the secure confines of family estates and private gatherings, moments of genuine connection and simple joys emerge. Whether it is playing in the sprawling lawns of a historic mansion or enjoying a quiet evening with family in a cozy, well-appointed living room, these moments serve as a counterbalance to the extraordinary demands of his public life. They are reminders that beneath the layers of luxury and legacy, there is a young person trying to navigate the complexities of growing up in an unconventional environment. The notion of legacy is not lost on him, even at a tender age. The stories of his ancestors, the monumental achievements of previous generations, and the enduring influence of the family name all contribute to an awareness that he is part of something much larger than himself. This sense of responsibility, though it may seem burdensome at times, is also a source of pride. It instills in him a recognition that the privileges he enjoys come with the expectation of upholding and even expanding the family's impact on society. As he moves through his formative years, this awareness shapes his ambitions and his understanding of what it means to wield influence in a world that is as unforgiving as it is glamorous. Every aspect of his lifestyle is meticulously curated to reinforce the image of a life steeped in luxury and refinement. From the designer clothing that is custom tailored to fit perfectly to the state-of-the-art gadgets that keep him connected to the modern world, the details of his daily routine are imbued with a sense of exclusivity. The world of fashion and style is one that he is introduced to early on, where trends are set not by fleeting fancies but by enduring legacies and a deep understanding of craftsmanship. The ability to effortlessly blend classic elegance with modern sophistication becomes a defining characteristic, setting him apart as someone who not only lives in a world of luxury but also appreciates the art of maintaining it. Yet for all the extravagance and splendor, there is an inherent tension in navigating a path that is so heavily laden with expectation. The public persona that is built around the family name often leaves little room for the unfiltered expression of individual identity. In private, the quest for personal interests, be they academic pursuits, creative endeavors, or athletic passions, takes on a different hue. It is within the safe confines of these personal spaces that he is allowed the freedom to explore his own tastes and talents without the ever-watchful eye of the public, These moments of self-discovery are essential in shaping a well-rounded personality that is capable of both embracing and transcending the boundaries imposed by a life of extraordinary wealth. The evolution of his social circle is a testament to the unique challenges and opportunities that come with his background. As he grows older, the interactions he has with peers and mentors are influenced by a network that spans not only the corridors of elite schools, but also the boardrooms of influential enterprises and the circles of cultural institutions. These interactions are more than just social niceties, they are formative experiences that shape his worldview and equip him with the tools necessary to navigate a complex and often contradictory landscape. The blend of youthful exuberance with the gravitas of inherited responsibility creates an environment where every conversation, every encounter, is an opportunity to learn and to grow. The influence of the Trump family brand is omnipresent, coloring every facet of his existence with an unmistakable signature. The brand, with its bold statements and unyielding presence in the public eye, serves as both a shield and a beacon. On one hand, it provides a protective cocoon of influence and opportunity. On the other, it casts a long shadow that often demands conformity and adherence to a certain standard of excellence. This duality is something that Barron must grapple with on a daily basis. The inherent expectations that come with being part of a globally recognized dynasty mean that every action, every decision, is measured against a backdrop of historical achievements and media narratives. It is a constant balancing act, one that requires a delicate interplay between personal ambition and the weight of a storied legacy. One cannot overlook the role of modern technology and media in shaping the contours of his life. In an era where digital presence and social media have become integral to personal identity, the luxury lifestyle he leads is also a narrative that unfolds online. Although much of his life is carefully shielded from public view, the occasional glimpses that filter through social media channels contribute to a larger-than-life image. The polished images of family gatherings, exotic travel destinations, and the luxurious details of his residences are curated in such a way that they tell a story of both privilege and sophistication. In this digital age, where every detail is magnified and every moment is potentially viral, the construction of a public persona becomes as much a part of his daily routine as any other aspect of his life. The intersection of tradition and modernity is perhaps one of the most intriguing aspects of his lifestyle. On one hand, there is a deep respect for the customs and rituals that have been passed down through generations, a reverence for history, for heritage, and for the timeless values that have defined the family's trajectory. On the other hand, there is an unmistakable embrace of the new, of contemporary culture, technology, and ideas that promise to redefine what luxury means in the modern world. This dynamic tension is reflected in everything from the design of the family's homes, which seamlessly blend classical architecture with state-of-the-art amenities, to the way that formal traditions are interwoven with the casual digital interactions of today's youth. The result is a lifestyle that is at once rooted in the past and boldly oriented toward the future. The conversations that take place within the walls of these grand residences often carry the weight of history and the promise of what is yet to come. Family discussions, whether held in the quiet intimacy of a private dining room or the expansive lounge of a penthouse suite, are charged with the energy of ambition and the solemn responsibility of legacy. In these moments, the ideas and dreams of future generations are nurtured alongside the practicalities of managing vast wealth and influence. It is within these hallowed spaces that the seeds of leadership, innovation, and resilience are sown. Qualities that are as essential for navigating the challenges of the modern world as they are for preserving a storied lineage. While the public sees only fleeting images of a life marked by grandeur, the true essence of his experience is often found in the quiet, unguarded moments that define everyday living. The laughter shared with family during an impromptu game in a sunlit conservatory, the simple pleasure of reading a book in a cozy private library, or the thoughtful conversations exchanged over a home-cooked meal all serve as poignant reminders that luxury, in its truest form, is not solely about material wealth. It is about the richness of experience, the depth of relationships, and the subtle interplay between ambition and genuine human connection. These moments, though rarely captured by the public lens, are the ones that truly shape the character of a young person coming of age in an extraordinary environment. At the heart of this lavish existence is a complex web of traditions, expectations, and aspirations that extend far beyond the immediate realm of family and wealth. There is an unspoken understanding that the privileges he enjoys come with a profound responsibility to contribute meaningfully to the wider world. This understanding, nurtured through both formal education and informal family guidance, lays the groundwork for a future in which personal success is measured not only in financial terms, but also in the ability to effect positive change. The notion that luxury should be paired with responsibility, that wealth is best appreciated when it is used to uplift others, is a recurring theme in the narratives that shape his worldview. The legacy of power and prominence is interwoven with a vision for the future that is as ambitious as it is compassionate. While the world may view the Trump name through a lens of unyielding wealth and relentless ambition, the quieter aspects of his upbringing reveal a more nuanced understanding of what it means to lead. Lessons learned from observing the intricacies of high-stakes negotiations, the delicate art of public relations, and the quiet dignity of personal interactions serve as building blocks for a perspective that recognizes the inherent challenges of balancing public expectations with personal aspirations.